1. Walking into the gym for the first time alone. You pull into the parking lot and sit in your car for a minute. You check your phone. You adjust your headphones. You're stalling. You walk through the doors and the front desk scans your card and you stand there. The gym is big and loud and everyone looks like they've been coming here for years. You walk to the dumbbell rack and grab a pair that's lighter than you wanted because someone is standing next to the heavier ones. You do a set of curls and you're not sure your form is right. You wipe down a bench. You do a few machines. You skip everything you don't recognize. The whole session takes 30 minutes. You drive home and feel like you survived something. 2. First time, being sore and loving it. You wake up the next morning and your chest aches when you reach for your phone. Your arms don't want to straighten. You go down the stairs and your quads remind you they exist. You sit at your desk and your shoulders burn when you type. Someone asks why you're moving weird and you say you started lifting. You say it like it's nothing, but you want them to know. The soreness means something happened. Something tore and something will grow back. You press your own arm and feel the tightness and you smile. You go to bed sore and set the alarm for the gym again. 3. Surviving your first real leg day. You do squats for the first time and the bar feels like it's trying to fold you in half. You load it light and still feel your legs shake at the bottom. You do lunges and your knees buckle on the third set. You sit on the leg press and push a weight that doesn't feel heavy until rep 8 when it feels impossible. You finish the session and stand up and your legs feel hollow. You walk to your car and your quads don't trust the stairs. The next morning you sit on the toilet and it's a controlled fall. You hold the railing in every hallway. 2 days later you can walk normally and you start planning the next one. 4. First, pull up, unassisted. You've been using the assisted machine for weeks. The band. The slow negatives. You grab the bar one day with no help and pull. Your chin clears the top and you hang there for a second and feel something you haven't felt before. You did something with your body that your body couldn't do a month ago. You drop down and look around. Nobody saw it. You don't care. You grab the bar and do it again. It's harder the second time. Your arms shake. You get your chin just over. You drop and stand there breathing and your lats are on fire and your hands are red. You add pull-ups to every session after this. 5. Benching 135, one plate. You've been working up to it for weeks. You slide the 45 on each side and the bar looks different now. Balanced. Real. You lie back and unrack it and it's heavier than the 125 felt. You bring it down and press and it goes up. Not clean, not fast, but it goes up. You rack it and sit up. Nobody claps, nobody notices, but you stare at the bar and count the plates. 1 on each side. You've seen 100 guys press this weight and now you're one of them. You log it in your phone and the number feels different from every number before it. 6. Someone asking, do you work out? You're at a barbecue, or a party, or work, or somewhere that isn't the gym. You're wearing a shirt you've worn before and someone says it. Do you work out? Or you look like you've been hitting the gym. You shrug and say, yeah, a little. But on the inside, the sentence plays on repeat. Someone saw it. The work showed up somewhere outside the mirror. You stand a little taller for the rest of the night. You go home and flex in the bathroom and try to see what they saw. 7. First vein you've never seen before. You're mid-set or walking out of the gym or washing your hands and you see it. A vein running across your bicep or down your forearm that wasn't there before. You flex. It pops more. You check the other arm. Not there yet. You look at it under different lighting. You take a photo. You zoom in. It's a small thing, but it means something underneath is changing. The skin is thinner, or the muscle is pushing harder, or both. You show no one. You check for it every day after. 8. Noticing your arms. Fill out a t-shirt. You pull on a shirt you've had for a year and the sleeves are tight. Not uncomfortable. Just different. You look in the mirror and your shoulders stretch the fabric in a way they didn't used to. Your chest fills the front. You turn sideways and there's a shape to your arm that wasn't there before. You try on another shirt. Same thing. You stand in front of the mirror longer than you need to. You don't tell anyone, but you notice. And once you notice, you check every shirt you own. 9. A big dude giving you the nod. You're mid-set or walking between racks and someone bigger than you, someone who's clearly been at this for years, looks at you and gives you the nod. Not a full conversation, just a quick dip of the chin. It means he sees you. You've been showing up enough and working hard enough that you registered. You nod back and keep moving. You don't say anything. You don't need to. It's a handshake without hands. You feel like you were just admitted to something. You train a little harder that day. 10. First time. You go, even when you don't want to. You wake up tired. You didn't sleep well. Your body aches and your motivation is gone and the couch sounds better than the squat rack. You almost skip. You sit on the edge of the bed and argue with yourself. You go. You drive there on autopilot. The warm-up is slow. The first set is ugly. But by the third set, something wakes up. You finish the session and it's not your best, but it's done. You drive home and feel something new. Not pride in the workout. Pride in the decision. You showed up when the easy choice was to stay home. That's the day you stop being someone who's trying the gym and become someone who goes. 11. Squatting 225. 2 plates. 2 plates. You load the bar and step under it, and the weight sits heavier on your traps than anything you've carried before. You unrack it and step back, and the floor feels smaller. You breathe in and sink. The bottom is deep and heavy and quiet. You drive up, and your legs shake, and the bar moves, and you lock it out. You rack it and step away and breathe. 2 plates on each side. You've seen this weight on other people's bars, and now it's on yours. You look in the mirror, and the person staring back looks different than the one who started. 12. Seeing abs in good lighting. You step out of the shower or you're standing in the bathroom in the morning, and you see it. A shadow line across your stomach. You flex. 2, maybe 4 shapes appear that weren't there before. You move closer. You adjust the angle. You take a photo and it looks better than you expected. You check in worse lighting and they disappear. You check again in the morning and they're back. You know it's partly the light, partly the pump, partly the angle, but something is under there that you built. You look one more time before you get dressed. 13. Someone asking what program. You're on a coworker, a friend, someone at the gym asks what you've been doing. What's your routine? What split are you running? They're asking because they can see the results. You tell them and it sounds simple. Push, pull, legs. Progressive overload. You eat enough protein. They nod, like it's a secret they just unlocked. But you know the secret is the 200 sessions they didn't see. The mornings you didn't want to go. The meals you forced down. You don't say that. You just tell them the program. 14. Your old shirt's not fitting anymore. You open your closet and reach for a shirt you used to wear every week. You pull it on and the chest is tight. The shoulders don't sit right. The sleeves cut into your arms. You try another one. Same thing. You go through 3 shirts and none of them fit the way they used to. You're not the same shape you were when you bought them. You put on something that fits and look in the mirror, and the difference is obvious. You need new clothes. Not because you gained weight the way you used to think about weight, because you grew. 15. First time meal prepping. You stand in the kitchen on a Sunday with 8 containers and a bag of chicken breast and a rice cooker. You cook everything at once. You season it the same way because you don't know another way yet. You stack the containers in the fridge and take a photo of the row. Monday through Thursday is planned. You eat the first one at lunch and it's fine. Not great. By Wednesday, the chicken tastes like cardboard and the rice is dry. You eat it anyway because the plan says to. You learn to add hot sauce. You learn to rotate proteins. You learn that meal prep isn't about loving the food. It's about removing the decision. 16. Deadlifting 315. 3 plates. 3 plates. You chalk your hands and stand over the bar and it looks heavy from above. You set your feet. You hinge and grip and pull. The bar bends slightly before it breaks the floor. It rises slow and loud, and you lock it out at the top and hold it. Your hands burn. Your back is braced tight. You lower it and the plates slam, and the sound is satisfying in a way you can't describe. 3 plates. You've crossed into a territory where the weight is no longer casual. People glance over when 3 plates hit the floor. You wipe the chalk off your hands and sit down and feel the weight of what you just moved settle into your body. 17. A stranger asking you for a spot. You're between sets, and someone you've never spoken to walks over and asks if you can spot them. They chose you. Not the guy on the other bench. You. You stand behind the bar and watch them press, and you help guide the last rep, and you nod and say, "Good set." You walk back to your bench and realize what just happened. You look like someone who belongs here. You look like someone who knows what they're doing. 3 months ago, you were the one scanning the gym for the least intimidating person to ask. 18. First rest day. That makes you anxious. You planned the rest day. Your program says, take it. Your body probably needs it. but you're sitting on the couch and your legs are bouncing and you feel like you should be somewhere. You scroll gym content on your phone. You think about going in for just some light cardio. You pace. You eat your meals, and they feel wrong without a session to justify them. You go to bed, and it takes longer to fall asleep because your body has energy it didn't burn. Tomorrow you'll be back. The rest day did its job. You just didn't enjoy it. 19. Benching 225. 2 plates. 2 plates. You've been chasing this number for months. You load the bar and it looks different. Heavier. More serious. You lie back and unrack it, and it sinks faster than you expect. You bring it to your chest and press, and every fiber pushes. The bar moves an inch, then another. Then it's at the top, and you lock it out and rack it and sit up and breathe. 2 plates on bench. It's the number everyone asks about. It's the number you used to watch other people hit and wonder how long it would take. Now it's yours. You stand up, and the gym looks the same, but you feel different inside it. 20. Someone accusing you of being on gear. Someone says it, online or in person. You're on something. There's no way that's natural. You're caught between insulted and flattered. You know what you've done to get here. The years of sessions, the food, the sleep, the days you didn't want to go and went anyway. You also know they're giving you the highest accidental compliment in fitness. You look too good for them to believe it's real. You don't argue, you don't explain, you just keep showing up. 21. Hitting the 1,000 pound club. You add up the numbers. Squat, bench, deadlift. The total crosses 4 digits. 1,000 pounds between 3 lifts. You stare at the number and it's hard to connect it to the person who walked in that first day and didn't know how to adjust a bench. The number isn't on a trophy. It's in your notes app or on a whiteboard in your head. But it means something. It means you stayed long enough to get here. You kept showing up when the progress was invisible and the work was boring. You earned a number most people will never reach. 22. The moment you realize you'll never feel big enough. You've hit the milestones. You've moved the weight. You've filled the shirts and earned the nods and watched the veins appear and built a body that strangers notice. And yet, you look in the mirror and you see what's missing. The lat that could be wider. The chest that could be thicker. The arms that could be another inch. You compare yourself to the next level and the gap never closes because every time you reach it, the standard moves. You're bigger than you've ever been and smaller than you want to be at the same time. This is the milestone no one warns you about. The day you realize the finish line doesn't exist. You set the alarm anyway. You'll be there in the morning.